My stomach is not so well, not so great. I am in a very deep process, and this is how happiness and success comes to you. Happy Monday to all of us whenever you're watching this. So I didn't film in the gym, but I decided not to feel obligated to film specific things because YouTube is meant to be fun and enjoyable for me, and I don't want to feel obligated to film anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you through my week, film whatever I feel like and show whatever I feel like. And now I'm on my way to make some returns at the electronics shop. And yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful week, a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I've been in such a mood to declutter and clean ever since we've gotten home from Portugal. So this shelf situation is what I'm starting with because it hasn't been cleaned or like organized ever since we've moved in 3 years ago almost. So it's time. I thought I'd show you what I'm packing when I'm on the go. This egg unfortunately broke, so I'm always eating this first the eggs and the cheese, and then cucumber and carrot. And here I have my protein porridge, which is oats, these seeds, I don't know the English name, it's Leinsamen in German, raspberries, and on top of that I have some cashew butter. So this is what I'm gonna take on the go tomorrow. So I'm eating healthy, and the cats are having a discussion right now. This is what you're hearing in the background. They have that like once or twice a week. Yeah, it's boys, you know. They're fighting like siblings. It's funny. Hello there. I don't know if I'm sick, but I've been feeling nauseous and yeah, not very well today. I have a headache and my stomach is not so well, not so great. I am filming this because I feel like my body is telling me to rest, and definitely I'm not living a stressful life, but we can still get caught up in being busy, which ever since we came back from Portugal, I have been really busy because there's just been a lot of stuff. And I just want to tell you, listen to your body and don't push anything if your body's telling you to rest. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't today. I couldn't push anything because every time I move, I feel like I have to throw up. So yeah, I canceled my appointments for today. Like, I did have a podcast interview planned with someone. I also had our closing call of the program I'm currently running planned this evening. But I feel like, yeah, I really need to just not do anything today. And yeah, this is me being sick or tired, whatever it is. I'm just in bed trying to find something to watch on YouTube. And I'm very dizzy. Like, I have like my body is hurting all over. But it's absolutely fine. I'm not taking medication. Because I'm not a fan of taking medication, and I'm very sure, like I'm 100% convinced if there is something going on with our bodies, that there is a message behind that. So this is why I'm really trying to sit with the pain and the feeling. Yeah. Good morning. It's 8:30. I'm feeling better than yesterday, but I'm not like fully recovered yet, which is fine because my body is just telling me to rest. So, yeah, I just want to try to go for a walk today because I was laying on, like, I had to lay all day yesterday because I was so nauseous and dizzy that my back hurt so much in the evening. So when there's like no movement and no like stretching of the spine and stuff, like your back starts to hurt after laying around whole day. So this is what I'm gonna try to do today. I also have 2 errands to run. I have to buy cat food and I have to send a package because I sold something on Vinted. So yeah. So last night I was sweating quite a lot, and I'm pretty sure that what's going on right now is some kind of a detox process, like an energetic detox process. And that's really good because I've like also shifted quite a lot the last few weeks. And I feel like my body needs to or wants to catch up. So I guess this is what's happening right now. This is really yummy. I have to admit though, I ate one and I'm already full. Or not full, but my stomach is still a little weird. And I haven't had a lot of food the last 2 days, which is fine. But now I'm craving something savory. That's weird. Like my appetite is also a little weird. But yeah, I'm already feeling a lot better. I've been outside to buy cat food today. But still I'm feeling a little like sickish. And yeah, it's raining outside. I'm very happy about that. Fall is coming. And yeah, I'm just gonna spend a cozy evening in. Hello there. I am in a very deep process and I finally laid down my armor and my tactics to distract myself from the process that I'm being initiated with. And I am still having quite some physical symptoms like stomach pain. My womb is also hurting a little bit without my period being present or coming or something. And without going into too much detail, I am being initiated once again into a next version and laying or shedding a deep layer of skin and conditioning. And I'm really just trying to let it happen, or not trying, but I'm just sitting with the discomfort Yesterday I caught myself keeping myself busy the whole day with cleaning, decluttering, putting stuff on Vinted and whatever. And in the evening I noticed that that was just a distraction to not feel what wants to flow through me right now, which is, I can't grasp it with words and I don't need to, but it's pretty deep and intense, but I can hold myself. And yeah, just letting it happen. I've been laying on the balcony with like candles lit and everything for, I don't know, 3 hours now. And maybe I'm gonna move my body a little bit, but not with a workout, but like intuitive, non-linear movement later on. And yeah, this is your reminder to not run away, to not keep yourself busy, and that if you catch yourself being busy all the time, there's probably something you're running away from and you're scared of. And it's always better to feel it than to run away from it. The last few days have been intense. My body went through symptoms I had never experienced before, and it felt like a purge, a deep detox and an initiation. And once again, I was reminded of what happens when we finally lay our weapons down, like weapons we have been carrying and using almost all of our lives. When we say no to hustle culture, when we refuse to play the game. The moment we soften, everything our bodies have been holding under pressure rises to the surface. Shadows, grief, old patterns, and I see clearer than ever now how little pushing resonates with me. How much I trust now, and how deeply against this system I actually am. A system that tells us we have to be loud, constant, always present to matter. That is not my truth. This illness for me, or however you want to call it, was integration and initiation. My body catching up with the radical decision I made months ago to drop all rules, all conditions, especially in business. To release what I could never digest, to sweat out what never belonged in my system. And yes, letting go and standing in your truth isn't always shiny and powerful. It's messy, it's painful. It asks your body to unlearn what it's been trained to hold on a cellular level. But now I feel so much lighter, clearer, and more committed than ever to build my life and business, not on noise, not on pressure, not on convincing, but on presence, on truth, on sharing from what's real. Because that's the invitation, not to hustle harder, but to simply be and inspire by that. Doing more will only narrow down your capacity to receive, to hold, to create. That is a message that just came through, and it feels so true that I just wanted to leave this here with you, because it's just the truth. When we think of our goals and what we want in life, we always, always, always think of, okay, what am I going to do to achieve this? Because this is what society and the system is teaching us. If you want something, you have to do something for it. And I'm not saying that this is 100% wrong, because definitely when life gives you opportunities and sends you symbols and people and situations, of course, if it is aligned and if it's what it is meant for you, you should definitely do it, you know? But in society, there's this misunderstanding that everything we want needs instant and constant action. And that is something so fundamentally wrong in my personal experience and in my body and in my truth. Because constant doing keeps you in tunnel vision, and what you need in order to receive and to see and to feel is perspective and like width in your view, you know, like being able to see everything and to feel everything, and not tunnel vision and being narrow, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to leave that here, and I'm pretty sure it resonates with a lot of people. And this is what I'm like nowadays living by more and more every day. And it feels amazing. Wanted to pop in here to leave you some final words on the topic of leaving hustle culture. And you know, we're living in a society where everybody or most people believe that it's necessary to change who you are and how you approach things in order to be successful and fulfilled and happy. And if you look closer, nobody would want to believe that. Nobody would choose, if they could choose any truth, I'm pretty sure nobody would want to believe that this is the truth. You know what I mean? And that's why I want to let you know that you can choose what truth you're believing, always. And just because 80 to 90% of the world chooses to believe, because we're being controlled and manipulated, that we have to change who we are and how we do things in order to be successful, that doesn't mean you have to believe it, and that doesn't mean you have to live by that. And I know it seems that way, but it's not. It isn't. It's just not the case. It's not the truth. And you can choose to change that, and you can choose to say goodbye to that anytime. Now, in 1 hour, in 1 day, in 1 year, in 10 years. Just remind yourself, or let me remind you, the longer you wait, the longer or the more time you will waste on being unhappy. Because the moment you start just being happy and being successful unconditionally, the more you get from your life. The longer you think you have to fulfill certain standards and norms in order to be someone or be successful, the more time you waste. And yeah, this is just the message that I wanted to get out to you. And you don't have to change who you are or how you do things to be successful, happy, and fulfilled. Let me tell you that. I always told myself that, because everybody tells you that. If you want to achieve something, you have to do this and that. If you want to be successful, you have to follow this and that. All of these YouTube videos of people with their 4 a.m. morning routines and their habits and their non-stop doing, even people that seem to live like a spiritual and conscious life, if you look closely, those people keep themselves busy and occupied with doing things, even if it's journaling or meditating, I'm leaving out, but yoga and all of these spiritual and conscious things. This is always a doing thing. If you catch yourself trying to fill every minute of your day with something useful, you are part of hustle culture, and I can guarantee you, you're not gonna be happy. At some point, you're gonna ask yourself, what am I doing? And the sooner you stop filling every minute of your day with something useful or you think is useful, and the sooner you start just being in the moment and enjoying what's now and seeing yourself as an already successful person, the sooner you will be even more successful and the sooner you will be even happier. Because this is how manifestation works, if you want to put it that way. This is how happiness and success comes to you if you already see that it's there. You can only multiply what's already there. You will never be happy and successful if you think that this is something external that will come to you once you get to point X, Y, and Z. Once you reach goal A, B, C. I can tell you that. I've been there. So, yeah, I hope this is leaving you with some inspiration. Let me tell you in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you feel, what you think about it. But I would be more interested in how you feel about it than what you think, because the head and the mind is often occupied with other things. How do you feel hearing this, watching this, seeing what I'm sharing? And let me know what else you would love to see in next videos. And yeah, have a beautiful day, a beautiful week. Take it slow. Concentrate on what your soul is craving. Come into your body, listen to your body. And if you've always been different and if you've always done things differently, dare to be different. Don't play all of these games everyone is playing, because that's not gonna make you happy. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.